All right, so we're talking about leg recovery and how a lot of accidents, a lot of injuries to skiers, and all athletes happen when you're trying to recover, from a slip, from a fall, from a slide out on skis, from whatever it may be, from change of direction, impact, and we can't activate the muscles necessary, or we activate them too tightly and cause a pull, right? We don't use, or we use only specific muscles, for example, a groin, right? Or we stop short and then go to turn, and we have a pull in your hip flexor muscles. So we use all of these muscles in leg recovery poses, and a lot of them are balance poses. So again, as I said before, we always work from the movement that we're training, in athletic movement. So a skier, this is a skier, kind of, all right? You're not really in the back seat. You have this, right? Just saying. You have edge to edge to edge, shoulder stay forward, right? Now all of a sudden you come and you hit something, and this is what happens, right? See, this is what happens. So we need to be able to come up and go, oh, okay, pull out of that. So let's just add kind of movement. So kind of go into that little mini, right? It's a mini squat, it's out, in, out. Now, you don't always stay compressed, and that's the problem. You start doing this kind of stuff, so add that motion. You still want to keep your hands in front, and you still want to be looking ahead. Because in any sport, you're always looking ahead, right? Now, don't squeeze with your standing foot, right? Don't squeeze. Ground, we've talked about grounding. Breathe out. Do a big breathe, right? Imagine. So sport yoga, we kind of take people through that kind of mechanism of injury, and then see what muscles they lose. So for example, for me, I like to roll to my inside foot for whatever reason, right? That's me. That means I have to strengthen my glute medius, and my maximus. That means I have to make sure I'm grounded equally when I'm doing this, and I'm not letting my foot roll in, which is what it wants to do. For somebody else, you might be squeezing only the butt, right? And if that's the case, that's going to help. That's a better thing to squeeze, just to let you know. All right? So that's part one. So leg recovery. Leg recovery, it's in, it's out, it's motion. We add all kinds of things. But you don't just fall sideways. You fall anterior, posterior, right? So we kind of work with that. Okay? We do a standing ab. All of my motions are kind of, sport yoga is kind of, it's leg recovery without athletes even knowing that they're doing it. But that's why. So it also works your body as a unit, which is how we perform in sports. It teaches you diaphragmatic breathing, because your body realizes how much easier it is if you breathe in and engage everything, and then breathe out when you're expending your energy and using the muscles. And your body kind of neuromuscularly picks that up. Breathe in and breathe out.